Hey, good morning. Today I am in Colonial Williamsburg. Colonial Williamsburg is just north of Norfolk and east of Raleigh. And it's a historical area, shows what colonial life is about. Costs $50 for a day pass. Seniors get a 10% discount. If you live in Virginia, you get an additional discount. And they also have 3-day and 7-day passes. So it's going to be a good amount of walking. I asked about videoing. They said videoing outside is fine. Inside any of the buildings, not allowed. So I'm going to ask about taking photographs inside. Hopefully that's permissible. But it's a beautiful day here in Virginia today. It's going to be in the 60s. It's sunny. It's a cloudless day. It's just beautiful. Take a look. I got a little walking to do before I get to some of the sites. I'll turn the camera back on then. See you in a little bit. Okay, I just finished the tour of the Governor's Palace and I'm outside now. Beautiful inside. Unbelievable woodwork on the trim and the moldings, the design of the trim and everything, like I said, is just outstanding. Beautifully carved. And I just spoke to the tour guide and he had said, well, this house had burnt down back in the late 1700s and was rebuilt in the early 1930s. And the design of the trim work and everything else on the inside isn't exactly as the original. They didn't have any plans. They had plans for room sizes and designs of the interiors, but not of the trim and the woodwork inside. So they just looked around the area, saw what other homes of this magnificence had, and tried to emulate it as best they could. And I did ask about the furniture, so I thought maybe since the house had burnt down that the furniture was not original either, but apparently it was. The furniture had been removed before the fire, and it had been dispersed around the area, but they had a list of all they had an inventory of all the furniture that was in the home, and where it ended up, and kind of became like a shopping list. And they went around and purchased as many of the originals as they could. Beautiful 18th century furniture on the inside, mahogany, cherry, gorgeous. Hey, good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
Nice, these are the gardens, exquisite. Let me see if I can get to the front of the house, or I should say palace. And you can see what the outside looks like. Not sure where I'm at though right now. You know what? I think I am in the back. Okay, no problem. Here's the back. This must have been stables. Carriage houses. Anyway, let me oh, sounds like some barnyard animals over here. Sounds like a cow mooing over here. But here's the back of the house. I'm going to try to make my way to the front so you can see the front. I figured while I'm walking to the front of the home, I might as well film. Beautiful garden. There's a lot of people here, but I'm sure in the summertime this place is much more crowded. So it's manageable today. It's an old well. More outbuildings. Salt house. And use this to store their food. Salt it and it would stay edible for a longer period of time. No refrigeration back then. Firewood. This must have been where they had a vegetable garden. Nice. Scullery, an extension of the kitchen. Get a close-up if you want to pause the video, you can read that. But they did extra kitchen prep work here and cooking. Big as the kitchen was in the main house, wasn't big enough.
There normally is, but it's their day off today. So that's okay.
Hello.
Good day to you.
Good day to you. Okay, back outside here in the front of the house. And again, I keep calling it house, but it's actually a palace. It's gorgeous. Got an ornate gate. These people lived well. I'm not sure what these were. Maybe they were private residences or housekeeping quarters. Not sure. There's a real nice lawn here, lined with trees. Gorgeous. The street is nice and clean, but I'm sure back in the day it wasn't that clean because they had horses, and we all know what horses do. So I'm sure they cleaned it as often as they could. No, this definitely made a mess. Matter of fact, funny I'm mentioning this, here's some remnants here. So that's a close approximation of what it looked like back in the day. Another beautiful old home. Very pretty. Just a gorgeous day out here today. Very comfortable, sunny. Pleasure to be out here. A little bit larger of a brick home here. Speaking of horses, here they come now. There's lots of tours you can sign up for here. Like I said, I just did a tour of the Governor's Palace. This included in the entry fee. Maybe some of the other tours are extra charge, I'm not sure. Hey, horsies. Okay, I've made my way to the Duke of Gloucester Street, and I found out that this greens area here with tree lined is the Palace Greens, appropriately enough. And straight that ahead is the Governor's Palace. So let's take a walk down here. Take a walk down the Duke of Gloucester Street. Cannon fire. This looks like a church. The Broughton Parish Church, closed. On this wall, there's a cemetery behind the church. Beautiful buildings on either side of the street here. Don't know if these are all original. Some of them are reproductions. But imagine some of them are original. Maybe all of them, I don't know. I'll look it up. Very pretty. This ornate wrought iron fence. Looks like it's been there for a while, so maybe original. Bowden Armistead House, 19th century. That's a little old. Hello. This looks like a yard where horses were maybe kept. Looks like horses are still kept there now. More beautiful homes, both sides. This beautiful little garden in front of this home. Gorgeous. There's a gift house. I was told if there's a flag in front of a building, in front of a structure, that is open to the public. So this one would be open. I think maybe I'll stop in there, take a look around. I can't film indoors, but I'll see you again when I come back out. Back outside, and I'm in an area now called Merchant Square. Some restaurants. This peanut shop, I was just in there. It's pricey, but they have some delicious peanuts, chocolate covered. They had some pretzels that were amazingly good. Just seemed very overpriced. things I shouldn't be eating anyway. Baskin Robbins. Across the way here, there's soap, chocolates, fudge, and ice cream. Clothing store. And then some restaurants. This place looks pretty reasonable. Maybe I'll stop back here for lunch. I don't know. I haven't decided. I do have food in the van as usual. But since it's a day out and about, maybe I'll just eat in a restaurant. Okay, I found the art museum. It's over here. And I'll walk in. I think it's included with the price of my ticket. Unfortunately, once again, I can't film indoors. But when I come back out, I'll let you know what I thought. Until then, see you in a little bit. Okay, I stand corrected. That last building I had filmed was not the art museum. This is the art museum. And this is the entrance. And like I said, I can't film indoors. So I'll see you again in a little bit. Okay, just came out of the art museum and all I can say is wow. What an amazing museum. So much to see. Furniture of all kinds, artwork, pottery, stoneware, weather vanes, cigar store Indians, toys, textiles, quilts. I'm not even scratching the surface of everything there is to see. And so many examples of everything. Just amazing, amazing craftsmanship. If you appreciate craftsmanship and skill, you have to come here. And this is, I'm telling you, you could easily spend a whole day here. But just like I was talking to the woman at the front desk as I was leaving, it becomes sensory overload. You can only go through a couple hours and you get, I don't know, you just overwhelmed and you can't concentrate anymore. You got to take a break. But if you got a week here in this area, you could easily spend a couple days in that museum. It's amazing. Well worth the trip alone just to go into that museum. I was very impressed. And now it's getting close to 1 o'clock. I'm getting hungry. So I've decided, I saw there was a restaurant over here. I'm not sure if it's called Berets or Barrettes. It's got 2 R's in it, which is kind of throwing me. I'll find out when I get there. They had fish and chips, and I haven't had that in a while, and I like a good fish and chips. So I'm going to take a walk over there and order some lunch. I'll see you when I get my food. Okay, like I said, I was going to get fish and chips, and it looks delicious. Also got lucky they had a stout. So I'm going to dig in, and I'll let you know how it is when I'm done. Okay, lunch was very, very good. Fish were good, chips were good, and the stout was good as well. I'm going to start making my way back to the van. I have to feed Star, take her for a walk, excuse me there. And then I'm going to make a coffee and take a break for a little while before I get back behind the driver, into the driver's seat, and I think I'm going to head towards Richmond tonight. Find a place over there to stay. Slowly making my way to Northern Virginia where I can meet my friend later next week. Things got a little overcast while I was in the restaurant. Still nice out here, a little breezy. It's nice and cool. Looks like it got a little more crowded too. A lot more shops here. live music.
And then we'll take care of the other.
They kind of like, it's all doable, but like,
Oh, you like to eat outside. Do it. I don't have time.
This, by the way, is once again the Duke of Gloucester Street. And you know what? I already filmed most of this earlier, so I'm going to turn it off for now until I get back to the van. Okay, I made it back to the van. I see her already. She's sitting in my seat as usual. Hello? Anybody home? Come here, say hello to everybody. There she is. There's Star. Oh, shaking, making a mess. When she shakes like that, hair and dust and dander fly everywhere. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? You ready for lunch? Okay, that was a big yes. Okay. Well, I better go feed her. What? What do you want? You saying hello to everybody? Say hello. Say hello. No. No. Barking at someone else. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. It was nice. Definitely worth a visit. It's a beautiful place. Clean. Bathrooms were clean. Everything was clean. Well kept. Very interesting. That museum, like I said, was outstanding. World class. Definitely, if you haven't been here before, I definitely recommend it. So let me feed Star. I'm going to make myself a coffee. I'm going to rest a little bit and then we'll head off. I think, like I said, we're going to head towards Richmond. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you enjoyed this video or some of my other videos and you want to see more, please do me a favor. Please subscribe. Also hit that like button. It's very important for the YouTube analytics. And until the next time, keep smiling. All shall be well and be grateful. See you later. Bye-bye.